Whoa, that's actually a sick shot. How did you do that?
It's a honey laws. It's a honey laws.
A little honey for my honey.
I feel like we'll have more about this
In the future?
in the future.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I don't think this is a topic you just want.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the great things about, I think, the internet and podcasting, and that's where Joe Rogan has gone wrong.
This guy,
Is he used to be a curious,
right?
dumb guy. Now he's just a dumb guy. But yeah, like, and there's something beautiful about alien research too, because
But why is it
it's
the dumb
so
guy
amateurish. And it is a hobby. It's a hobbyist's pursuit. There's no PhD in alien studies. You know, it's the free man's domain.
Well, what about interdimensional and quantum physics?
So that's
What about
that's a thing, but I don't want to listen to somebody talk about
No.
that. Do you?
No. I know, but like, if you haven't clued in, people, we're talking about Brian and his family, all aliens.
Yeah, let's look at the facts.
Have you seen my toes?
Let's
Okay,
look at the
okay,
facts.
okay.
The last few months here, a lot of talk made, a big deal made over the drones, maybe air quotes drones, in New Jersey. Brian was born in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not born there, but lived there.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the vicinity.
Yeah.
I was born in the USA, which is New Jersey.
Yep. That's if you. Yeah, I just checked,
Didn't know
and Bruce Springsteen from New Jersey. It's all adding up. It's really all starting to come
New
together.
Jersey Devils.
Like
aliens.
Sheldon Keefe.
The New Jersey Devils offense has disappeared, invisible.
Ooh, abducted.
Much exactly. Yeah.
Same with our goalie
Some
too.
kind of
Apparently.
yeah, that's right.
Anyways, since the dawn of time.
Anyways.
Since the dawn of Brian.
Since the dawn of Brian.
Brian. Yes.
We are at a point in our lives here where I would assume I could sit down at probably any social gathering and kind of bring up, like, there's stuff in the skies that we can't identify. Like, to a point where you're seeing a lot of this throughout history, a lot of the same details and reporting about identified objects in the sky that is now being dubbed a phenomenon. I was watching Watch Mojo has like alien interviews now. Yeah,
I don't
it's
even
crazy.
know what Watch Mojo is.
Watch Mojo was one of those like top 10 reasons.
They're like a countdown.
Yeah, they were, and then I think they switched gears.
Is it like a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Back in the day, but now they have like actual like in-depth conversations with like. There was this UFO historian or whatever the hell he was.
Sick. Okay. Again, complete amateur. This is a hobby for him.
Yeah.
It was. That's what he said. Like
self-titled.
which is
he literally
that's
said,
beautiful.
"I need to find time to do things before I die."
Yeah.
And this is like,
That's what he
This
wanted
is
to
where
do.
he's just
this is my like
head first dive
totally
in.
opposite of the guy I just read about who retired and he let naps with cats all day.
Also pretty
That's the
good.
dream.
So,
Cats might be aliens, but
Yeah.
but he made a point saying like, we're at a time now where. In this era where we're in now, where we can talk about this kind of stuff, and it's not met with X-File music. You know what I'm saying?
no, it's true. I would say
You know what I'm saying?
if
Like-
you poll people, the slight majority, maybe not even slight majority,
I know, right?
would
Like,
say,
it's-
yeah, I think I believe in aliens.
It's not even like, do you see the things in
Yeah.
the sky? What are those? It's
Yeah.
not even if they're aliens or not. They could be something else, but like,
Yeah.
you're getting to the point like we're having things flying around that look the same out of all the reports of the last how many years,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's gotten to an uptick where it's like, like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, no, I think the acceptance of
This is
aliens
crazy.
is all-time high for sure. And it's not even just stuff people see. I think it's kind of become embedded into the social consciousness that we are probably not alone. And I'd say a lot of people probably believe that we've been visited.
when
There are people, I mean, yeah.
Tell me now.
right now, like
Absolutely,
Stargate,
yeah.
Like, you think
Yeah,
pyramids?
but then things like this, like these New Jersey drones come up, and people kind of project their own,
of course,
psychoses onto what it is. You've got your alien people, you've got your U.S. government experiment people, you've got your foreign adversary, you got people saying it's
China.
Iran,
China.
the Iranian mothership.
Oh yeah,
Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Iranian invasion coming like this.
That
That's
or China,
easily
yeah.
the stupidest one. But and then you've got the probably some part of that phenomenon when it comes to the Jersey thing is how much was it a sort of mass hysteria, like a delusion?
Right.
Some people just seeing things because they thought they would.
It's a lot.
But I think the fact is that there was
There's too
there was
much.
probably a big increase in some drone activity, and who knows how it started or why, and then I think it snowballed into some hobbyist drones and stuff.
I for sure. I was gonna say that. Like, I think for sure. Like, even if there's a legit thing going on, some guy's gonna be like,
yeah,
like,
now I gotta go up.
yeah, oh, 100%.
And all of a sudden, yeah, Deborah from down the street sees it,
Yeah.
and is like, "Oh, they're spying on my bedroom window."
Sure,
Yeah.
Deborah.
I mean, my dad has a drone. It was probably him.
No,
I-
the truth
like,
comes out finally.
Well, like you have like.
He tied like Halloween decorations to his drone and just flying
Are you
it. I love
serious?
those. You ever
Oh,
seen
like with
those
the
where it's
ghosts?
like a
With the-
skeleton
yeah,
in like
yeah.
a cloak? and
Yeah,
just like,
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Like,
I've
that's
seen
what
that
I would
before.
do.
That's
Dude,
pretty
good
cool.
for him.
Scaring kids.
Yep.
No, it's a really interesting time. I don't know what they are. I find the things kind of adding up, and you see the stuff that they start showing with this disclosure. Obviously, everyone knows. Well, sorry, not everyone knows, but I think goes hand in hand when they want to like distract you from something.
Yeah,
they do
sure,
this,
yeah.
right? But like, at what point does this become less of a distraction, less of a constant, right? Like, if this doesn't go away, and this is like still we're
I mean,
still
like bracing us for
well,
the
I'm
eventual.
just talking about like the insane amount of the UFO, UAP sightings.
Yeah.
If this happens like 3 years from now, constant, and it hasn't dropped, then it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit more than
Than
like,
just a
your-
little
your-
limited hangout
your
kind
flavor of the month problem. You know,
Yeah, just a little.
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, there's this footage you're seeing these orbs come in and then disappear at ludicrous speeds, and
Yeah.
Louis, one of the guys,
Anderson.
one of the
Luigi
whist-
Mangione.
Luigi, no, Luis Gomez or whatever, whatever his name, one of the
Are you talking about
whistleblowers. He was
Legion of Skanks guy?
no.
Because that's who you just said.
Oh God, what's his name? I have a no, not Luis Gomez.
Jamie, bring him up.
Jamie, please
Um,
go and assassinate Luis Gomez. Am I wrong though? That's
No,
that
no,
fucking
you're right, you're
guy,
right.
right?
They're distracting us from
Let's
Sasquatch
start a feud with them,
being real.
dude. Sasquatch
Not
truthers
David
are my
Byrne.
favorite,
I don't want to live in a world without Sasquatch.
and you shouldn't have to.
No.
And you shouldn't have to. That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
I would love to be so bored that I'm looking at the
Oh,
sky.
it's
and
Luis
on my porch, and
Elizondo.
I'm a little
That's it.
drunk.
Luis Elizondo.
Luis Elizondo.
I watched some of his claims. He's been on multiple YouTube shows.
Is he the guy that's on the History Channel? a
He
lot,
used to
or-
be.
You know the guy that looks
I
like he
think
was in an
used for
explosion.
He worked with
Greek guy.
Mhm.
defense.
Oh, sorry.
He was in charge of aerial defense and like national security.
Okay.
I think he was. He worked for Apple. I think he
Oh, yeah,
was. Anyways, because he was one of those guys who claims that he wasn't a believer. Like he had no
one
time
of
to
these,
believe this.
Yep,
Mm.
yep.
And what he said that there's just so much of it, and he was explaining where he was trying to explain how these orbs like jump,
Mhm.
and he's saying he's been told like who they have working on it. They're saying it's something about like bending time and space, like time, like
Folding it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
folding the gravity where they're able
Right.
to like jump.
It seems like that would be requisite with space travel.
Yeah.
And that is the most compelling stuff. Is
You have a lot.
the U.S. military stuff that like you said gets put out there for whatever purpose.
There is a purpose always. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, but that still is some compelling stuff. Even if it's let's say
Right? I know.
it's not aliens, or let's say it doesn't even matter what you find it
is,
out to
yeah,
be.
yeah.
It's still interesting to follow that thread to what it is, why we're
It's
seeing it,
something-
why
yeah.
we're seeing it now, why
Yeah.
we're letting us see it. Yeah, that is a very interesting thread to follow, and it's kind of That's what the internet's all about. That's what the internet's for is people
zoom up on the moon photos.
100%. That's what YouTube was made for.
Jeremy Corbell, one of the other
yeah, of course, yeah.
That guy.
Yep.
Who crowbarred himself into all the actual official guys.
Right. Yeah.
He was there. He was the Bob Lazar's handler.
Oh, right.
But recently he came out saying we have to get ahead of the lie, and he's saying like from his sources, right? Because what will happen is he'll say this, and then but they changed it because they heard me spoil it.
His
so
testimony, yeah.
He was saying that the whispers is there's a craft approaching.
Approaching. I mean, his stance is also that crafts have been recovered and reverse engineered, or like they're trying to reverse engineer.
Yeah, that's how we got AOL Instant Messenger back in the day.
Oh, that's how we were chatting on MSN with the girls.
Yeah,
hell yeah, dude. Fucking aliens.
How do you think they got the screen to shake?
No, an alien just nudged me, dude.
Wow, you just like unlocked the core memory.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
You did too.
That's awesome.
Freestyle raps.
What if aliens showed up and they'd be like, "Please show us how to operate AOL online."
Yeah, we're having connection problems, and the president is just like,
"Tariffs.
Have you tried?
We're gonna tariff them every day.
Tariff the aliens that are coming. They're using our America Online.
Yeah. Space Force will retaliate."
Yeah, I mean, it is odd that there's that much going into it now, where people have Space Force is real and not just that Netflix show.
Right.
Do you think in our lifetime we'll have some sort of like you can tell someone's kids because we're not there yet, but
like an actual consensus?
Well, you could be we had the event in our lifetime. Maybe not the biggest one, but one that was like it still leaves you without any explanation. Like, do you think that will ever happen? Not. I don't. I would be rubbing my eyes if Trump got up on the podium, and like had this special breaking thing where like,
sure, we're
to make the announcement,
we've made contact. Yeah.
Well, I do wonder why they're making us look up so much. Makes you wonder what's down there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's.
You mean don't look up? Don't look up.
Yeah, they're like, look at the skies, everybody.
Well, they quickly
ignore
repair
what we're
Flint.
doing over here.
Yeah, quickly. Yeah.
Lizard people. Yeah.
No, you're right.
Oh, to like Earth's crust, like the core. Yeah,
well, there's also claims that there's these massive vehicles underwater that move silently, and they've had like subs come up, and the subs actually make maneuvers to move out of the way of these objects coming towards
What are they?
But
I'll believe everything about the ocean.
Well, could you if you could survive the crushing vacuum of space, it's no different when you're
it'd be way easier to
ocean,
hide if you were just in the depths.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
And those videos they show, the ones in 2004 with the jet tracking, it goes into the water seamlessly. Like it doesn't even make a splash. It just like goes like no clips through the water.
Really?
You've never seen that one?
Yeah, do it.
Well, we can
overlay that video
what was
if we choose, but
yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to see it? I can.
I was just curious how the space jelly. Like, I didn't even look at Jersey much, even though because I already know.
Well, it was your dad's Halloween preparations, but
it was like jellyfish, like SUV size.
No,
jellyfish
they're saying the people who were claiming to see it. Beautiful. They're saying it looked the size of an SUV.
Yeah. So the New Jersey thing, I sort of saw.
I don't think they were aliens.
I saw a little bit of the start of it.
Were they like bubbles though? They looked.
There was
because this one person on Twitter who lives there that I follow was like pretty early on it and was like, "There's some fun stuff going on in the New Jersey like neighborhood Facebook and like group chats and stuff." And it really seemed like a high concentrated. People were using the term drones very early. And it seems like it was kind of low flying and smaller, but still like SUV size.
I was going to say low flying fruit.
Low flying fruit, yeah. This whole topic is a real low flying fruit, but yeah, like so, and it's that perfect marriage of conspiracy, like small c conspiracy of is it aliens or government or both kind of thing, right? It's that it's like, and I think some people early on sort of were on before like the U.S. politicians sort of got involved and were, you know, some of these dumbasses were like, it's Iran. I think a lot of people were thinking like, yeah, this is. I think people were concerned because they were like, well, if it's our government,
yeah,
why are they so interested? Like, was there a lost nuke? Like, has there been some outbreak? Like, what is?
Well, yeah. Everything leading up, and you got FBI presence, and then you have that announcement we saw about some of the nuclear. Like, what is that?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's so easy to try to connect things, right? Like,
humans are prone
you're
to do
talking
that.
about some upstate New York nuclear response drills that's going on this week, and I mean it's not far from New Jersey, and like you said, there's lots of military bases around there. There's lots of military bases everywhere, but I think the alien UFO stuff is inexorably linked to the government, obviously, right? And government and military.
Well, even Trump said they're going to tell you when they're ready. Like, that means they know. Like,
it doesn't necessarily mean that, but
there's something that they're not giving it us.
Always,
right? Like,
yeah, I think so. I mean,
what is it?
We have seen videos that we didn't get to see before. Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah.
Are you a hard believer, or are you like a agnostic on the subject?
Well, I've always believed that it's pretty like there's a huge sense of entitlement to think that through how we understand, I guess the normal way of understanding the universe, the normal way of perceiving it, it's too big to us being a one-off. Let's just say
of course, yeah,
right. And then the only way that we're understanding to get to one place in this like unfathomably large universe that we're in, you have to have capabilities that humans we don't know about, or we haven't, you know, light speed, you know, gravitational, all that kind of stuff. So it's I think it's a high chance that there's some sort of like we haven't been around on Earth long enough to you know, like certain things that
we don't know all the secrets.
I think it could. I think there's a lot of secrets, and I think it's either if it's military, if it is like China or an adversary or a cell or a group, whatever it is, then how did you get that? Where's the technology from? Right? Did Roswell actually happen? Did an event like that happen where something was, you know, they're using exotic materials nowadays and like the way they're explaining things, craft not of this earth.
Yeah.
You know, like what when you say not of this earth, does that mean materials in it you can't find on Earth? Meaning it can't be produced on Earth? Is it we don't understand how time travel works in a sense? Like, could it be a version of us going back in the past? Could it be interdimensional? Right? Because there's now a lot of talking about like fourth dimension and that we only perceive third.
Who's got the blunt?
You don't need to, right? And
I love that stuff.
Well,
I feel like I'm in a sleeping bag. Just like, you ever do that where you're like twiddling your toes and talking about this shit? I love that.
Yeah, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right
Oh,
yes.
Oh shit.
But if you want to twiddle toes later,
you can
a blunt,
yeah,
and some footsie.
You know, and I hear more and more like when these nutcases who think they got abducted.
Yeah.
When you hear a lot about the soul, right? You hear a lot about the soul and the vessel, and you know, beer. I'm good. Wouldn't it be nice though to find out that there's more after this, and like, you know, the soul is not meant to expire with the physical realm?
It would be.
It'd be cool. But yeah, like I'll wrap this up. What my thoughts are. I think that there's more to come, and I think it should be more of an issue about like it's not about what's flying around in the skies. It's your government's obviously not telling you, and people should push more for disclosure in 2025.
Yeah, I think it's a funny. So like I said, I think most people believe in aliens. I think that a majority of people probably would say I believe in aliens. In the kind of
aliens.
Yeah. Where are you from? But yet but the people who are like obsessed with it are still sort of fringe types.
But that's being saturated now.
No, for sure. I think so. I think so
where-
too. But I think it's still that way.
Yeah. Like imagine a dinner party you go to with, like you and your wife, or you're in your fancy bow tie.
Our very normal friends.
You're very normal friends, and you sit down and you go, hey, what's that aliens of about? And they go, you can actually have a conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
Like who's going to actually try to make fun of you for that? Like,
no, it's true. It's not. It's not.
It's not about like, being mean or like. It's just like.
Yeah.
It's a factual thing. It's looking up and saying, I see a moon. Do you see a moon? A giant rock? Like, you can confirm that. We're confirming that there's shit flying around. And the government won't tell us.
I think it is a part of our natural curiosity and everything and imagination. And I think it would be interesting to see what happens if that sort of questioning, let's say we have all of our extraterrestrial questions answered. Then what? Like what happens then, kind of thing.
I want to ask a real question here.
Oh shit!
Oh, it is real.
What is happening?
Why don't we have any fucking aliens in Canada?
Where's our Roswell?
Do you guys not have any? You gotta have.
We don't have any sightings. I think there was like one.
Oh, there's some.
There's a couple.
There's gotta
A
be.
couple of years ago, like over
Second largest
the
country.
town. Wow, I really messed things up.
Nova Scotia?
No, we're exactly. Where we're close to right now. Just
No.
around the.
Oh, okay. No, I'm pretty sure there have been some Nova Scotia.
But like they catch them on like the ring bell, but like it's just like.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But it's just it's the usual. We don't.
I
have
know what
anything.
you're saying. I like.
There's nothing over here. Like there's nothing.
Pretty much the Canadian things I know about are all from like the initial UFO craze of like the 50s.
Yeah.
There was like a farmer couple in Manitoba who said they were abducted.
We should have like a
why
special on that.
why don't we look into some
We should of Canadian
That's not
type,
bad.
right?
exactly
Because there's got to be a bunch.
Okay, yeah.
People don't know about it.
the UFOs that they tried to get to Washington D.C. but got blown off course a little bit, and they ended up in Winnipeg.
What if I try to contact someone with an experience and we have them on?
Sure.
Can we do that?
Oh, like somebody who's
Like
like
call in.
been abducted?
Yeah, like talk about their experience.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to actually know how to do that, but
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
put them on there.
not a
and
bad idea.
Talk to them.
It's for the future.
Yeah, but anyways,
What about you, Brian? Are you a hardcore believer?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I believe
What do you think? Like seriously though, without
6,000 years old.
The Earth is 6,000 years old, and we're all aliens.
We are important.
Populated it.
We're the only ones. No,
Okay.
statistically, I agree with you. It's just they'd have to be traveling pretty far because it's a big old. You can't even really wrap your head around how big
far
everything is.
space,
Really,
Yeah.
just statistically, it has to happen. It's just they ain't looking like us. Like we're not that cool.
No.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to look like us at all.
They
Well, that's
might
what I'm saying.
not-
It could be a dimensional thing.
They're
like,
blobs.
But
They're-
you know what I'm saying? Like
might be
if
blobs.
you go to
Pink
this neighborhood of
blobs.
the universe, like physics works
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah,
You go to this side of the universe, they have like this exotic material that we can't get because their physics is different.
that would be
Blobium.
It could be blobium. You think it'd be copium these days? People online, but no, it's
We got the whole.
it's
Earth-
pretty strange.
I mean, the whole universe is
I think-
reserves of copium.
I,
I
mean,
think
everything
I-
turns
yeah.
into a crab eventually, so maybe
Does it?
space crabs.
Damn.
You didn't know about that?
I didn't know about space. I was
Everything
hoping
turns into
space
crabs.
lobster because they have the infinite gene.
Yeah, they
infinite
don't
living.
really die
yeah,
unless
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
They literally suffocate in their own
Wouldn't
shell.
that be
Yeah.
weird if that was what was in like there's a giant like red lobster UFO that crashed and then they just like
Well, you know what I've heard a
populated
couple
the
of times.
world?
A couple of times
Endless
now.
shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. Shrimp
We are
versus
here to
lobster.
find species we have put
Yo.
on this planet. Hopefully, you have not eaten them.
What if humans are just, Earth is just a farm for the alien,
But that's
and
what-
endless shrimp
No,
buffet?
no, that's what I'm thinking. What if the farm part?
Mhm.
We have souls, right?
Okay. This
We-
is sounding like Scientology, but you go on.
It is.
Mhm.
Okay.
It is very close.
Cool. Go.
It's like I think it's right on. But like
Mhm.
once we die, our souls leave, but our souls are harnessed by aliens. What if they're farming our souls? What if our souls power something? and we have no idea.
Well, it's powering the galactic buffet.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would be that, right? But
or perhaps the very machine that runs the universe.
When you zoom out enough, like when they show us, like I know you're going to take a photo so far, but like I'm pretty sure like we're in a cell. Like there's got to be something like it just looks like it's just like a body. Like everything looks like DNA.
I made a short film. I made a short film in college. It was basically like following.
Oh, we're gonna see it now.
I don't know if I have it.
Was it THX 11138?
Yeah, exactly. It's on there somewhere. No, I don't know if I have a copy of it, but it was basically following one guy around in his like mostly depressing life. And then one day it was two people, and the guy ends up, because he likes to ride his bike. It's the only joy he has in life. He works at like a slaughterhouse.
I think he just works out.
No.
Out, rides his bike.
But he likes to drive his bike where there's trees and stuff. And then there's this other girl, and she likes to like plant in her garden and stuff. And then there's lots of weird shots of the sky. And then she's driving one day, and he's riding his bike, and she hits him. And then
Starcrest lovers.
Zoom, and then no, he's dead.
Okay.
She harvests his soul.
But anyway, and then like basically big long slow zoom into like the sky, and then it dissolves into some not very good looking After Effects like cosmic zoom out.
Yeah. Like he's
and then
melting.
And then it dissolves on a close up of some bubbles in a glass of ginger ale, and then it slowly pulls out from that bubble in the glass of ginger ale, and then I drink it, and that's the end of it.
Wow,
that was
like the ending to Men in Black.
Pretty much. That was like
I was
right?
thinking
They
that
zoom
too,
out
actually.
and they have the marbles and they're
No, I think that's probably
be.
not far off, where you just hit a point where you like go back, it like loops.
No.
I do like the idea of time being.
Well, David Lynch talked
time.
about the wheel. Right.
Yeah.
What his belief system were, and I'm going to butcher it now, but if I can remember it correctly, it's that when your soul passes on, when your body is an old car, and then one day you drive it to the junkyard, and you get out, and you never go back in that car. And then you go away for a little bit, and when you come back, and you repeat until you become enlightened. Before you making the changes that. Giving you
very Buddhist, basically.
Yeah.
That next level. Though that's why he started the David Lynch Foundation, which they do the practice of
the auto mechanic thing.
Yeah, Modi, the Modi, the guy who taught the Beatles how to do LSD.
Oh,
right? Is that what? Yeah, you know when they went to that's the guy.
India,
yeah.
Why can't I think of
it was
his name?
The teachings of him. The guy's named Modi something.
No.
Yeah, it's Modi. Yeah. Jamie. What's his name? What's it? Modi Beatles.
Moby?
Moby. Yeah, you're thinking of Moby.
Did I say Modi or Moby?
He said Moby.
No, I'm not gaslighting you into looking up Moby. Although
Modi. What do you call him? Like love guru?
Labamba. I don't know what you're looking up. I know they did drugs. I didn't know there was like a guy making them.
He didn't make the drugs. It's Maharishi Meshi Yogi.
Yeah, Maharishi. But he had a name.
Yeah, it's Marishino.
Maraschino.
He passed away in 2008. So yeah, he definitely talked to.
That's when Aliens started.
But his born is like January 12th, 19. I don't know when. Yeah,
19, right?
Yeah, this is a question mark. It's Marihashi Meshi Yogi.
Yeah,
Maharishi. Sorry.
Was a creator of transcendental meditation and the leader of the worldwide organization that has been characterized in multiple ways, including the new religious movement and as non-religious. He became known as Maharishi, meaning great seer, and Yogi, as in bear.
Yogi Gazing
No,
Bear. You added that
Yeah, I
part.
did
You
add that.
liar.
I can't read.
Yeah, the Maharaji and all that crap.
Yeah. So, anyways, David Lynch started his own foundation and it practiced that type of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you ever watch David Lynch?
Never heard
We
of
should
him.
watch some David Lynch stuff. I think.
Don't like him. The only lynching.
Yeah, the Maharishi weird guy.
Weird little guy. But yeah, that practices exiting the inner
Oh, for
bad
sure. I think-
chakra and then putting in the good.
I don't know if
chocolate.
you guys know this from the 7 or 8 allusions to killing myself that I've made today.
Yeah.
But I think about death a lot,
Yeah, me too.
and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
there's definitely something very comforting in not even believing that something comes next, but just thinking about something that could come next, and maybe at least just having your own sort of idealized concept of what that big old rest will be like. And
Hopefully not like in 1,000 pieces, like getting pulled into some machinery. Like I've always wondered that. Like, does your soul leave your body the same way? Like, say you're lying on your bed.
yeah,
I know I just took the sails right out of your like super.
no,
like,
that's
like you're surrounded by family and you pass away, and they always say about that point, whatever gram leaves your body,
Oh yeah.
they whatever say, and is that difference between getting mauled by a tiger and dying? Like, does your soul leave if you have a violent death? Like, say you get
Right.
run over by a tank in World War II, is it different than just dying peacefully in your bed?
yeah. Didn't I think the Egyptians had something like that where like they wanted if you weren't intact, then
Tough luck.
in the afterlife you're not gonna have your feet kind of thing if they
Oh.
were like chopped off.
Yeah.
And that was the reason too that they like depicted people in their pictures, like in their drawings. They wouldn't just be like from the side. They had to make sure that they had like all their limbs. All their limbs were
Is that
shown,
why?
so
Is
that
that
you
why?
could carry all your limbs into the
Huh.
afterlife, kind of thing. I think that's. I might be.
Take your cat, and they would kill the cat too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, too. Yeah, that
But
too.
why would they take all your? No, that was obviously a reason to take your organs out, so you won't shut the hell up in the afterlife. Take out your tongue.
I mean, I think they had different organs had different significance for
Take that hot pulver
different.
and put it up your brain. And they like.
Oh,
scramble
hell
it
yeah,
in, and
dude.
They would like.
They might have been just weird little freaks.
Hmm.
That might have been part of it. They just really.
But anyways, about dying. Yeah, it's. Sometimes I have to remind myself, like, whoa, this is gonna end one day.
Yeah.
And
No,
depending on my habits, could end a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah.
It's important to come to terms with those things, but not to dwell on it too much, not to let it interfere.
No.
Which I can sometimes do, but no. It's,
Would you want to know everything after? Would you want to?
oh, of course, yeah. Like if I could become like all knowing, or even if you let's say you'd
What's
pull-
your app?
you pull up-
It's bringing the red.
you pull you pull up on those.
I was right.
Let's say you pull up on the pearly gates.
Yes.
And
Oh, God.
the fucking
I mean-
the administrator is sitting there on their computer, and they're like, "All right, well, yeah,
Let's see what you did in 2008.
they're like
Oh,
everyone." Yeah, you said what on Facebook?
I'm bringing up your Xbox Live
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
But no, they're like, all right, everybody who comes in gets 10 minutes on this computer with the God Wikipedia account, and
Damn.
and on that Wikipedia account, you go to the JFK assassination, and it's got the real story.
Oh my
Yeah, you get 10 minutes to
God.
find out all the questions.
10 minutes?
Yeah, only 10 minutes.
But
What are you
does
gonna do
time
with it?
exist after? Did you also know time is just a construct that?
Well, obviously, yeah,
Right.
yeah. But no, 10 Earth minutes.
Okay.
Minutes are real, actually.
How do we go from UFOs to 10 Earth minutes and Wikipedia?
I mean, I think quite naturally.
Yeah.
I think there's more to talk about on UFOs, and I don't think we're doing. I think if we get into something that talks about more focused on like actual aliens in Canada, I think that
Oh,
it's
yeah,
more
we can do that.
focused, and and then we can kind of try to debunk them. And
Okay.
probably not going to debunk them, but
I would like to look up UFOs sightings that don't happen in the middle of nowhere. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
I
the
think
urban
Jersey one
ones?
might be
Yeah.
close.
It's
'cause-
like
Well,
that's
that's what I'm
suburban, yeah.
because like Jersey,
like the Phoenix
there's a lot of
Lights,
people
there's a
in
lot.
there.
lot
Yeah,
of
the
those.
airport, yeah.
A lot of those.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
There are some, yeah.
All right.
There's
We'll do
lots,
some local ones.
We'll do
Yeah.
some digging. We'll do some digging.
The truth is out there.
We might find a crank and have them on as well. I like that idea.
Someone had a laser pointer the other day on the sidewalk, and it was
Right.
a little scary.
Hey, you shouldn't do that.
Well, yeah, it's illegal.
It was powerful.
You can't do that.
You can't beam the helicopter.
Was this you, Brian?
They made me chase it. Yeah.
They
The
made
aliens
you
fucking
chase
with
it?
me. Yeah. No, it was rad.
They found their mark.
Led you to underneath a bridge.
I was having fun. I almost ate shit because it's snowing.
Why were you chasing laser lights like as a cat?
Yeah.
Well, I
Imagine
mean,
that.
Why wouldn't you? If someone
you
was
can
going
engage
like,
with it. Somebody's, why not?
You gotta talk to the aliens.
Maybe somebody realized the absurdity of their own actions when they saw Brian chasing
if
their
you were-
laser bullet.
If you had a way to talk to aliens, they abducted you, and you could tell them some stuff about the human race. What would be like a kind of a couple of first statements?
I would say when I was a kid, there was this forest, and on one of the trees, somebody had spray painted from about the knees to the neck. No, I was much too young to have to know the supple curves of
A tree.
of a woman. Yeah. And I would say, and also in that forest, sometimes there were some magazines with nudie pictures in them.
That's why they
Did
didn't
you
come
send
And they
back.
would say, "Tell me more."
They were like, why do I find trees so hot, alien? All right, this place is a lost cause. On to the next.
Yeah.
I'm betting if they really did come in, we would probably warn them that we kind of suck. Be like,
I don't think you need to warn.
or if they that's what Neil deGrasse was saying. He's like, if they're around, they're smart enough to know we're not. So like, they probably would just leave us alone.
They saw bum fights on YouTube, and they were
yeah, we get their whole deal.
Do you ever see Bum Hunter?
No.
Is that you? Is that your
No.
alter ego?
No, it's like gotta be the worst thing. Like
It is like bum fights.
Oh,
right?
are you talking
Isn't
about
that
like
where you-
killing people?
No, it's a guy who dresses up as Steve Irwin, and
Oh my god.
They-
No.
they jump on sleeping homeless people and
No,
they tie them up and
It's
ride
Sean
them like,
Avery.
Oh my god.
No, it's not. But yeah, that was around those times.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's not go back that far.
Yeah. You know what? Forward only.
Mm-hmm.
Except when
Because
it's
when you go back in time, like if aliens said, like, would you like to go back in time? Like for everything that you remember that was good, there is equally something negative. That someone hadn't evolved
Yeah.
to what you're. Yeah. But aliens exist, I think, and Brian, I hope one day that you set us up with a conversation with your kind. 'Cause you are very alien-like. You are.
If you've ever been in New Jersey, aliens exist.
let's link on the mothership, dude.
Do you think
Pull up.
a New Jerseyan would bust a cap in the aliens if they came down?
Do you remember that possibly real news
Possibly.
story? Possibly not, but great either way.
Mm-hmm.
Of the leprechaun in the hood.
Oh my god.
That's a movie.
It's
Well,
real.
yes, it is. Well, that is, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about a news report of some people who
Oh,
claim
up
that
in the
they
tree?
saw
Yeah.
the leprechaun.
Up in the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's very similar. That's
It's people just having a good
That's what we
fucking
should
time.
send out into the universe is
A
clips
leprechaun.
like that.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, and then aliens would be like,
look
yeah,
how
and
full of
people,
mirth we
people
are.
are so sweet and happy to get together. And
No, then you guys
I saw that leprechaun.
Yeah.
and then they see the tweet of the guy saying
Okay.
if ET was around with like
me and my friends
would kill
him
ET
with hammers.
killed ET with hammers.
Yeah.
Oh my
I can
God.
tell you that much.
I have not seen
That's
that.
an
but
all-time
it's-
all-time great
oh,
tweet
yeah.
for sure.
Oh wow.
Kill
Okay, so
ET.
you would do that. I would probably if I put in like that trash can that we shoot out into space for people to like check out what we're all about. So you would do
You mean with
the
golden
leprechaun in the
golden
tree.
vinyl, which shows like naked women and men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I would probably do the clip of the Baja Blast. Maybe I'd have to think more about it. But if you've ever seen the woman singing about Baja Blast in memoriam to the Taco Bell that was shutting down,
Oh,
that's
really?
pretty good.
Like it's on YouTube?
and it's in the same. It gave me the same vibes as that clip,
I think I would
where it's just people in a parking lot fucking around.
I would share the memory of the spray painted woman tree, and I would also be able to transpose the feeling I have when I think of
Yeah,
it into them, and they would be weeping out of
Oh, dude, they-
whatever
yeah,
weird
yeah,
orifices
yeah.
they
They'd
have.
be so far gone from that past emotion that they once could feel.
Yeah.
And then you hit them with that like super space earth horny and
Yeah.
and
Hello.
No, come on down. No, no.
Hi.
You picked a good time.
Okay, Rogan.
I still have my hair.
We should probably cut it right there, and like when we look up, and then all of a sudden we go like, get abducted.
Do you think we should like leave and let it record so then I can like
Yeah, just like silent. Yeah, suddenly we're gone. I wouldn't mind that actually.
Can you do the one where he fades away out of here?
I definitely hit him with hammers. I like that.
No, it's an all-time
That's
great
good.
tweet. Yeah.
That's good.
But like I was saying, what if like in Tom Cruise's War of the Worlds, at the end where they all get sick and die from bacteria because they came all this way and said we don't have any vaccines, we're not prepared for that. But
What y'all got diseases? Damn.
Yeah, but what if you hit them with like the space horny and they get so horny and they just like can't?
I think they would
explode?
get so overcome with the beauty of the human experience that they would leave us alone. They would leave us to our faults and our
maybe they'd be jealous of it in a way.
I think they would.
If they're beyond
What if they
like
just wanted water,
the
and
highs and the
take it
lows
off
of
just-
mortality in a way,
then no, they're out of
probably be
luck.
like, that's actually kind of sweet.
Well,
Yeah.
let's just say if they came in force and there was a chance that we could repel them somehow, even though at that stage it's over. But I'd like to believe that the world would come together in unity, like a unity for like the top shelf space racism that everyone hates.
Oh, yeah.
Those space
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
unifies the
That's my
world,
dream. Yeah.
right? Reagan said it.
Yep.
In his speech, he
Mr.
said,
Gorbachev. Oh, what?
"Let those aliens in." Yeah, he spoke about how it would unify the world if there was an alien invasion, and it would go exactly like Independence Day. So, with Randy Quaid.
Yeah, I don't want to be the sacrificial guy.
But you would have so many schools named after you,
Oh, that's true.
and you would be dead. You'd get both wishes.
Honestly, yeah, you know what? Not a bad way to go. It's not bad.
You need to stop with the dying part. There's much more to live. You got to stick around. There could be an actual good Star Wars sequel trilogy in the future. Wait another 10 years.
Not holding my breath, but
Don't hold your breath, but
I still want to stick around and find out for sure.
stick around and find out if it's any good. There's lots of stuff, but I think we can explore this more. I want to thank you guys for
let's explore
Take
aliens
it.
and death.
yes.
Yeah,
I think there's more to go, and we'll see if we can find anyone. Trust me, we do this all the time.
that would be so funny.
Someone will definitely hop on
Oh yeah.
and maybe we'll get like a black silhouette. And we'll talk.
Oh,
Please do.
It could be just one of us. Honestly, we can hoax this thing.
Yeah, no one would ever do that.
I'd be like, I gotta go, and then 30 seconds later, a caller
Walks-
comes in.
Yeah. Well, they used to do that. There was when I worked at the local TV station.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have a psychic,
Oh,
a
cool,
psychic call-in show.
Yep.
And the producer would walk into the green room and he would call in, put an accent on.
Oh
and
my
just-
god.
Yeah.
Behind the
Of course.
curtains a little bit.
Well, he would like go in the green room and like call the guy
Yeah.
on air, and then Anyways, but this was fun. This was good. The truth is out there.
Mhm. I want to believe.
Yeah. Let's do it again, and hopefully, I apologize for the camera. It's garbage. So
It's been acting up ever since those weird lights started appearing over the house.
I don't know. Maybe they're watching right now. So thank you. We'll get a new camera for next time. Hopefully, you'll donate to our Patreon, which is right here along the screen. And we
The
can
U.S. Department of Defense.
Yes, we can show you some little increments of improvement on our channel here. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching the Bar Minimum Podcast. Take care.
Couldn't have said it better
Thank you,
myself.
guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It was the bees.
What were the bees? Spoilers. Oh, the bees are the aliens?
In what?
Why didn't you say that? I gotta start the whole thing over again.
In what?
X-Files, there was the bees.
Oh, the bees.
Yeah, the bees did it. Do you remember?
No.
There was they had a greenhouse and there were just bees. And then the show ended.